Yes, my people, as e dey hot, e don burst. E don burst o. Dis na good news to Obedience family. Finally, Governor Ortom don finally declare im full chest, im full support for Peter Obi. Although right from time e dey put motion, we know say e dey support Peter Obi, but now e don declare am openly say na Peter Obi e wan vote for. He say come 2023 election, he say PDP, APC, they don fail us. Say na only Peter Obi now go put hope on for this 2023 election. Muna watch the video, muna watch am, as una dey watch this video, muna share am, muna hit the share button so that Facebook go recommend this video to muna dey watch the video.
The endorsement of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, by the governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom, who on Thursday said that Obi surpassed other candidates, including Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, by age and capacity, among other virtues. Ortom's endorsement is the latest boost towards Peter Obi's ambition in winning next week's presidential election, following the likes of former Ondo State Governor Olusegun Mimiko, his Cross River State counterpart Donald Duke, former Deputy National Chairman of the PDP, Chief Bode George, and former Senate President Ayim Pius Ayim in backing the Labour Party flag bearer. Well, during the town hall meeting held at the Royal Choice Inn in Makurdi, Ortom lauded the qualities of Peter Obi, whom he hailed as an outstanding candidate who will root out insecurity and unite the country. Let's take a listen before we take some reactions.
In this 2023, fashion a new Nigeria. Nigeria that will give us equity, fairness, and justice. The PDP have failed Nigerians. APC have failed Nigerians. Political parties have failed Nigerians. Even the Labour Party have failed Nigerians. So we must look at individuals, those people who can deliver. This is not about party. I am not in Labour Party, but I'm working for Peter Obi. Peter Obi will make sure that we sleep with our 2 eyes closed. Peter Obi and Daddy are the youngest people, so the youth must rise up and support Peter Obi.
People are now saying it's no longer the G5. It's officially now the G4 governors. Let's see if they still exist. We'll take a tweet. This is from Tosin, who wrote, Samuel Ortom, governor of Benue State, is willing to forego his senatorial ambition. He openly endorsed Peter Obi for president, even when other G5 governors are hiding behind one finger. The first governor to support the presidential ambition of Peter Obi. Amazing. Ayo.
Well, on that one, the Governor Samuel Ortom got a court stay for the PDP and INEC to not disqualify him or expel him from the party or contesting on the party's platform for the senatorial seat. So at least until the final judgment is heard, he's still going to run on the platform of the PDP. Interesting times, as we said earlier today. Interesting times, interesting news coming up. This is not new. On the 25th of December, when Mr. Peter Obi went to spend Christmas with the IDP at the IDP campaign in Makurdi in Benue State, Governor Samuel Ortom had said that if he could, he would, go around campaigning for Mr. Peter Obi. Yes. So people had said to make assumptions that, is he, expressing where he's leaning towards? But he didn't come out to say clearly. Yesterday, he came out, to say it without any shadow of doubt that this is whom he's standing by. Then he said something really important about the fact that it's not along party lines. He's still a member of the PDP, but he's looking at the candidates who can take Nigeria out of this insecurity and who's good enough to run. He's young, he's vibrant, he's competent. Hence, he's going to go with Mr. Peter Obi. The interesting thing is that Benue State also has a PDP governorship candidate as its Labour Party. Is it going to end just as at the presidential candidate?
It appears so.
Yes, and
that's
then,
what they've been saying.
And then, is Mr. Peter Obi going to is he going to return the favor by supporting perhaps his own the candidate that he's backing? Because there have been conversations around that in the past as to what then happens. I remember when Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu saw Governor Wike in Rivers State, they said asking, because Mr. Tonyako didn't go with them to the meeting, that okay, so what's going to happen to the governorship candidate? APC has a governorship candidate. So these are the things that happen when a party member supports another party member's candidate, and at the risk of then it becomes quite interesting for the Nigerian people. But Mr. Peter Obi has one more supporter from the PDP.
Interesting, Simon. If I come to you. In the meantime, the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi is continuing his campaign in the southeast. On Thursday, he met with traders in Imo State, where he promised massive economic development in the state. He also told traders to hold him responsible if he fails to deliver democratic dividends to them. Peter Obi's campaign in Imo State follows his visit to traders in Nnewi, in his home state of Anambra on Wednesday, where he urged his supporters to shun tribal and religious sentiments while casting their votes in next week's election.
We want to build a Nigeria where now Nigeria will say, I'm from the east, west, or south. No, we want Nigerians to be proud to be Nigerians.
Amazing. It's not only in Anambra and in Imo State that he's been talking to traders. I think it's quite strategic as well, Rufai.
I mean, he's consolidating his base picture. That's what he's doing. He's done with his own lap of campaigns, but now he's coming back to his base. The people are going to echo the voters. And it's very strategic.
This was in Lagos.
But hey, most importantly, I please advise politicians. The things you say you do for the people. We campaign in poetry, govern in prose. It's not the time that Nigerians will now ask you, you said this, you will not do it. Please. And this goes to all politicians. But sadly, Ayo, just to quickly make an allusion to a point you made, the sad reality is somebody called me yesterday that was at that rally and said in Port Harcourt with Bola Tinubu, and said, did you notice that Bola Tinubu did not openly endorse Tonyako? If you check the initial deal they were doing, even when they were still talking about Mike meeting, it was said that probably Wike, one of the things Wike requested was for sacrifice Tonyako, and
He wasn't there at the meeting.
he wasn't there at the meeting. That might be the sad reality. I mean, a lot is playing out.
A lot.
So it just shows you politicians, if their interests align, they move on.
8 days to
And they
go,
can't
guys.
sacrifice anybody.
8 days to go. Well, thank you all. Thank you both for your great analysis, as always, on What's Trending. Well, that's all I have for you on What's Trending today. I'll see you all next week.